There, it's going.
It is. Oh my goodness. Here we are. What's more?
Yes, another episode of Intelligence Not Found with less people.
Ooh.
Oh goddamn.
How's my sound? Am I quiet?
No.
Fairly.
Alright.
It's more.
I might just.
Speak again.
How about now?
Oh, now that's sexy.
I might need to go into my audio settings to adjust stuff.
No, you sound good now.
Yeah.
Don't go.
How's that?
Whoa.
Razor, what the?
How's that?
Oh my,
Harlow
okay.
cat, good lord!
Oh my god.
What, is everything alright?
It's like when I play For Honor with fucking Art.
Why did you become a Mexican kid on the Xbox microphone for 5 seconds?
Yeah. Oh, shit. So today, here we have Delta, Razor, and Various. Less people than last time. This is dying.
Slowly dying.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's that. I think
It's almost
the
like
shape.
they're slowly dying off.
No, I think it's because not enough people have the time. Because a lot of people thought at first, "Oh yeah, I have the time," and then they're forgetting that you kind of made an obligation to this, and you're making other plans. I'm about to yell at Shay about that, like, bro, Shay, what do you mean? You tell me that you're like, "Oh, I could do this definitely," and then you never come back in after the first episode. It's like, oh god.
I might load up a game so that they're not just looking at a fucking random screen while this is going on.
Load up
ooh,
Minecraft.
I might.
we need to play that again, Delta.
I might play some Black Ops or Minecraft.
Black Ops, ew.
You're gay.
I played Modern Warfare, excuse you.
Black Ops 1 is the only good one. No.
It was.
1 and 2.
I didn't care for 2. I like Black Ops 1, because I mainly played zombies in there. Drew Tolton.
Yeah.
And,
They're Tolton.
yep, and then I also played a lot more Call of Duty Modern Warfare, honestly. Just had a better story, more interesting.
Yes.
Oh, so I found that somebody is selling a 3D print of a Polyon's helmet from For Honor.
You might want to hop on that.
Say again?
Hop on that deal like I hop on dick is what he said.
No, I'm swearing that the kid comes up to me and says, swearing when you really hear you swearing. That's not very smart. Doesn't give me ultimate respect for you. No, I'm definitely going to be buying it. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm buying this. 100%.
Oh my god, move, motherfucker!
What?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get out of the fucking gas station. And the only way out is this line that goes through past where the car wash is at. And I've been sitting here for like the last 10 minutes. And then finally, as the line's going forward, there's a dumbass on his phone sitting there for like a solid minute! Okay, I'm good now. Anyways, you were saying?
Alright, I swear to
Red spot,
God,
Kevin.
if I have to get on VR chat to grab people, I'm gonna be mad.
Again, I can vouch for Shay. He's at work.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Yeah,
I
Shay's
mean,
fine.
if you want to hop on to grab me,
Because-
I'm not going to
no,
argue.
The thing is, Shay said that he wasn't gonna be able to join. These other fuckers said that they were gonna be able to join, and they fucking are in VR chat.
Then I shall delete them.
You gotta like yell at them that
I'm about to
You're
put
on
on,
fucking
I'm about to put on
EST.
my headset and hop in.
I'll have to beat some
people don't bother to convert the time when they're told the time zone as well. That doesn't help.
You know, the thing is,
I did.
Cody has an alarm that goes off when the podcast is starting.
He's ignored it, or he turned it off. Oh, so I needed to tell Shay to get me something because I found out there's the guy who plays who's the voice actor of Arthur Morgan made a video of him telling people like as an alarm saying you need to get up, and I'm like, oh, I really want that for my alarm now.
Get the hell out of bed, you lazy son of a bitch.
Okay, Arthur Morgan,
Wait.
calm your tits.
You lazy bastard.
God damn.
Wait, wait.
Huh?
Wait. Is that the video, or is that actually someone?
That was me.
Yeah, that was.
Oh my
Delta.
god, that's
Say, like, that's.
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ, Delta.
Yeah.
How are you not paid for people to make you a voice actor? Jesus.
I'm
Oh
not
my God.
okay. I'm not paid for any of this. Although, I mean, Harlow, if you want to strike up a deal after this call, we can definitely chat. But
Dude,
No,
I'm
dude,
saying,
I
why haven't
just-
nobody
You guys aren't paid?
casted you? Like, holy crap.
well, dude, I just do this for fun. I come up with voices, or else I just try out stuff, and it's like accidental. Like, okay, the whole Angel Dust thing. There was a guy in the Empire who tried to show me he's Alistair one day, and he was getting on my nerves. So I turned around and just did the Boston accent to him with the higher pitch. And he just looked at me and went, you sounded actually decently similar. And I looked at him and I went, wait, what? And he goes, yeah, you did. And he goes, wait a second. And for some odd reason, he had the freaking anime Angel Dust avatar and said, here, put this on. And I went, why do you just have this?
Just
Why do
have
you
it
have a
on
lot
the
of
hand.
And he just put it on. He goes, put it on. I don't want to put it
Put on the
on.
fucking
Okay,
costume.
I'll put it on. So I put on the avatar.
Put on the skirt.
Yeah, I put it on, and he's like, okay, now do the thing. I said, do what thing? And he goes, well, you just did. I said, I don't know, man. I don't know about this.
The voice.
And he goes, just do it. Flirt with me. And I said, that's a mistake. He goes, what do you mean? I said, asking me to try to flirt with you as a gay spider from hell that's a sex worker. I said, that is a bad idea. You can go and blame that kid for starting this, because as soon as I got a taste for it, I didn't want to stop.
Now what happened with the Arthur Morgan?
Never
So now I'm
went
going
back.
around to a whole bunch of different people in the actual world wearing avatars that are like Angel Dust or kind of like lewd kind of stuff, going around saying like this and going, oh, baby. I don't even have to wear a bad avatar in order to make someone uncomfortable. I was working on a Stormtrooper Crusader avatar the other day.
I remember.
Yeah, no, Various was talking to me, and he's like,
Oh, hey Delta, how you doing, man? How you doing? And I'm just discussing
How
with
dare
him. Yeah, no, and then at the middle of it, he's just talking to me, and then randomly I just go,
oh, come closer, daddy.
and he turned around and walked away. He's going, no, fuck that.
Sounds
no.
like a good response.
No, it's an accurate response. The funny thing is that anyone who's in here or anyone listening who's done anything with VR chat, you know the groups that I'm talking about when I say that there's like the groups of people who are in the anime avatars that are lewd and they're going like,
Oh, daddy, senpai.
kind of thing, or else they're walking around in the full body tracking furry avatars, you know, the different things like that. Most of the people are decent. There are some of the people who are like take it a bit too far and are like, no, this is what I am in real life. This is this and that. This is what I look like or whatever. But they try to freak people out. I scare those people. So many people in VR chat are scared of them, but I scare the hell out of them. There was a dude, and I knew it was a dude. Because you're sitting there and you hear,
It's not just, it's,
I just don't know. And I'm sitting there going, this thing has a penis.
This
There's
thing
no,
has a dick.
there's no question about it. So I'm sitting there and I went, okay, I want to see if I can't make him break character. So then he goes, does anyone have some good dinosaur facts? And I went, oh, bingo. So I sat there, no one said a thing. And I said,
oh, so you wanted to learn about some fun little dinosaur facts?
and he goes,
Yeah, sure.
and I went,
Okay, so the average T-Rex penis is about the size of an average human male and weighs about the same.
he looked at me and went, bro, what the fuck? And I went, ha, made you break. And he looked at me just gobsmacked and went, God fucking damn it. And everyone else went, wait, that's not a girl? And I said, nope, that ain't a girl. He goes, dang it, I thought.
That's classic.
And they're like, dude, I've known you for like a week. How did I not know you were a girl? And they're like, because I don't like people thinking I'm a guy. Why not? I don't know. What? You don't even know? He's like, no. I just like to make people feel weird. And I looked at him and I said, I break these people.
Welcome to the world of VR, chat.
You got bamboozled.
Yeah,
You
no.
got
And,
bamboozled.
okay, I have with a lot of people, I have some personal problems now, because there's been so many times that I've caught people catfishing, knowingly doing it. Like they say, I'm a full-on girl, I can't talk, or else like I can talk, and they try to sound like a girl, but you catch them. Because I've been in stuff to where it's like, oh wait, this is someone's girlfriend, they're mute, and it's a female, and then I've been in a world where I saw the same person, and I hear, yeah, no, bro, he has no idea. Yeah, man, it's so great, but yeah, and I'm sitting there going, oh my god, hey buddy, and then you try to hunt down the guy going, hey,
This is why you don't date
I'm here
mutes.
to help you.
I'm here from the
No.
future to tell you that your bitch is not a bitch. It's a
I know.
monster.
And there's been 2 times that we had to break the news to somebody about it, and both times it was different people, but they did the same thing. One guy actually got caught by Goblin because Goblin actually recognized their name from the old clone server he was in, and he said,
Oh,
"Dude,
no.
I know you're a guy. Stop acting mute." And then the person that they were with, they said, "Okay, well, follow us. We need to talk to you." He takes his mic off, and he was trying to sound like a little girl. But it sounded exactly like what I was just doing, the whole, this isn't what you think it is. This isn't. We're going, dude, stop it. And it goes, I'm going to get my older brother on here. And then you hear the microphone hitting for like 5 seconds. And you hear, yo, what are you guys saying to my younger sister? And we're like, dude, that's... Not only did we not hear the girl saying anything, that was not enough time to tell them anything. And you come in knowing any and all information about the subject matter.
Second there.
And that's happened another time,
What's
too.
the item?
I was with, I can't remember the guy. I think his name was Banana Man or something like that.
I could try
But
looking, man. I'm not 100%.
he was-
I don't have the ability
he was
to
dressed
look,
as Batman.
but I can try looking around.
Like the Arkham Knight's Batman, and I was dressed as the Arkham Knight's Joker. And we were going around, he was going like, justice! I'm gonna be justice, I'm the Dark Knight. And I'm walking around going like, that's it. That's not what you do at all!
Jesus Christ, you really are a fucking voice actor.
Yeah, so I'm having fun doing it. And I see the same thing. It's like the guy in the E-boy avatar hugging this E-girl. And you just hear, yeah, it's me and my beautiful little girlfriend here. He was saying like, her name's Brittany in real life. She's like 5'2", and you hear, yeah, and I'm in love with him. And then I was laughing, and the guy goes, what's wrong? And I went, some of them laugh because they've never heard the Joker say this. And I went, they went, what's wrong? And I went, that thing's got a penis.
It's a trap!
And they went, what? And I went, it's a trap! Get out of my blackboard here, I need him. And they went, then it's like, what'd you say? And they said the same thing. I'm gonna get my older brother on here. And I went, oh, please do. Do it. And then they did the mic hit for like 5 seconds. Yo, what are you saying to my younger sister? And I went, oh, I think you already know what it is. And I read off the
Hello
name tag
there.
and I said, because you've been with this guy for I don't know how long. He wanted to eat some cooch, but he was sucking dick.
I made sure with my girlfriend, Tiny Reaper, that she is female.
I know,
and
no.
she's
When I
great.
first met her, when I first met this stuff, I'm not gonna lie, I had that thing. I'm sitting there going, oh, Lord, please, don't let it happen to this man. Don't let it happen. It's like, no, a full-on girl, and I hear her voice and everything like that, and how she's acting, I'm going, thank you, Lord Jesus. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a
I-
quality
I-
woman.
You don't. This is why you don't
Thank
date mutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
that's
we
why
don't date
anytime-
mutes.
Anytime I hear, oh, it's a mute female, immediately, no, I'm stepping away from that. Because
It's a trap.
here's one for sure way you can tell whether or not it's a female or a male. It's a male if if it acts way too cute, because they have to try to sell that it's a female rather than a guy. If it's a mute female, they're just gonna go about their business, do whatever they want. But if it's a guy, they gotta try to be, oh, so cutesy, up, press buttons, tilt my head, ooh woo, kind of thing. They have to try to prove it. That's right. Any
All right.
of you in VR chat that are listening, I'm breaking down your system.
Yeah. Thankfully for me, my
you
girlfriend
are.
was never a mute, so I never had that problem.
Yes,
I'll be right back.
Well, she's
I'm
a desktop.
breaking
Oh,
down
whoa,
the
my
whole
God,
of this
X-Men.
system.
Razor,
Oh,
your
wow.
girlfriend's also a desktop user. Come on.
No, but like,
Guys,
Sorry, it doesn't actually look like we're carrying any at the moment.
I'm sorry,
worries.
but it's not about causing chaos. It's about getting a message.
These people need to know.
They do, honestly.
You wanna
I
know how
had.
I got these scars.
I know. I got these scars. You had a trap on VR chat. I met a trap on VR.
Their dick was too big. Split it right open. It's like, oh, okay.
They just said it was a big clitoris. I didn't know, man.
It's game over, man. It's game over. Fucking Christ.
Like
VR chat is such.
Says that.
No,
Dude, I
I've never
think I
seen.
first time opened the door and just heard me say, bitch. And just like, okay. It's not happy.
You know, Varys, I think I figured out a new nickname for Tiny Reaper.
What's that? What's that? What's that?
Goldfish. The snack that smiles back.
Oh my lord, that's something I would probably say to her. You say so many. The problem is, originally when I started, she had interest in me. I was very polite, and that's one of the things I was weirdly raised like that. And I was like always polite to women. Don't ask them their age if they're older. And then she's like, "Well, why don't I get some of that dick?" I'm like, "Okay, what? Hold on, Tiny, what?" She is corrupted.
Dude. I was raised that same way. It's a shock to the system.
I know.
You feel like your entire body got smacked by a freaking semi-truck. Because you're just sitting there going like, oh, you're a sweet, innocent lady. You're so nice, and I'm treating you right. And then it's like, hey, yo, when can I get that dick? And you're like, what? Wait, whoa!
She said something that we were playing the forest, right? We were just hanging out, and she was high. Because she lives in Canada, and she was, like, where she lives, she's, like, what was it?
Prefer the meat that's across the border, don't you?
I do. But she was really high off her ass. And we were chatting, and she's like, hey, Various, come here. I'm like, what's up? And she's like, I'm going to slap you with my fish. And I looked at her, I'm like, you should talk about your pussy like that. She fucking just lost it. So I've never really dealt with people who are high, and it's rather funny. Because they just seem giggly. And really just tired, so... It was fun. But then she starts screaming at her cat, calling it a demon. I'm like, well, I mean, you're not incorrect about cats. It's like that.
That's mean. That's mean.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because I have 3 cats, and they're a bunch of
Look at my
dumbass.
profile picture. That's
Harlow cat,
racism.
I'm talking about cat with a C, not a K.
Yeah. It's different.
Your kind of cat gets shot in the fucking head from Halo Reach.
Listen, that doesn't mean Harlow's not a cat.
Harlow, but you cat with a K, not a C, is a difference.
Still. Racism.
Fuck. What a species of fucking Christ.
It's
I
not
can't
rape
talk.
if we're both screaming.
How do you prevent rape? Consent.
No, stop. Stop.
Oh my god.
Oh my Christ.
I
That took
mean,
a
you're not
second to
wrong.
set
If you
in.
literally, if he's doing something, but the girl gave consent in the middle of that, then technically speaking,
It's no rape
it
anymore.
started out, but it didn't end.
Excuse me.
This is where the fun begins.
Or vice versa. Because there are females who
No.
actually rape men.
Yeah.
They'll still blame the men. That happens a lot.
Yeah, no, I was about to go into the freaking grocery store, and I'm sitting here in the parking lot. I'm not getting out because there's like a freaking cop car on one side, there's an ambulance on the other. Both lights are flashing. Maybe I shouldn't get involved and just stay put.
Or, just
Just
vibe.
get out and start doing the Angel Dust voice.
Just
What happens if I die? You're gonna find someone that sounds like me, and he's gonna want to ride your dick.
Go to a police officer, say
Christ.
something like that. He just looked at you like, what the fuck?
are you an angel?
Hell, you could call me that.
I think it's my favorite thing about I hear all this bad stuff about police, and I look at the police officers in where I live, and they're all just chill. I'm like, huh, it's a little different.
Honk, we drink.
Yeah, no, dude.
I
most
saw
of them,
that. I saw that video.
Dude, it's honest hard work. That's what they're doing, is that they're going out, doing their job, getting a lot of shit. Granted, there are a few of them that actually are pieces of crap. Just like anyone else, there are people who are pieces of crap. I'm pretty certain that your job, there's people that are not the nicest person. You're sitting there going, how the hell are they still employed here?
I just remembered that I think Venom Bornsker, if he ever finds this shit and he hears what I said about him, he's gonna be pissed.
That's why I'm not posting.
Oh wait, that wasn't recorded. Shit. Hold on a
Just
second.
admitted to it.
He already knows what I know. My phone's literally dead.
Okay, well, since it wasn't recorded, maybe we should describe what you said right now so that people have more context.
No, he already knows. I don't like it when he tries to do his really edgy roleplay aspect to it. It just makes me pissed. I'm like, dude, just shut the fuck up, please. It's like if you do it for a situation, yeah, no, it's like when I do my Apollyon, I'm like, oh, I do it to scare people, but I'm intentionally trying to scare them. Nobody understands what a real scary person is anymore. Intimidation is such a weird thing to people that they get scared. And then he just does it all the time. And it's like, why do you always do it every time we talk, you just do such a tired but like dead deep voice. It's like, why? What does this do for you? I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I love him, but like he's my boy. But like, and then one of his guys went into the Mando server and tried to like, oh, what is it? He tried to say, hey, join our empire, and he made an advertisement without asking anyone.
That's not good.
No, he got kicked immediately. Gray was like, nah, fuck you.
The only time I do fucking roleplay is when I play D&D, and I'm literally like a completely insane dragon person that just.
You're
Kicks people.
Dragonborn. What color?
I believe I was bronze. I don't remember.
Bronze.
Why do you have to know what color he is?
That's
Hey,
Can't
yeah,
you just
they're
be a
different.
normal
No,
Dragonborn
no,
and
no,
enjoy life?
No.
Why do you have to be labeled?
No. No. It's the pigment
He's
of the
not
color
a
of
victim!
Dragonborn.
He's not a
To be able to know
victim!
who his
Why do you
parents
need to
are.
know who his parents are?
The fuck, man?
Because his
Oh my
mother's
God.
a bronze
Maybe
dragon
he's
and
trying
his
to
dad
start
is a
it
very,
now.
very
What's doing
ballsy
his
human.
best life?
Yeah.
This man wanted to be a scaly and he didn't. He fucked a dragon.
Dragonborn.
Oh, wait, I just thought of a cancerous mixture. What if
Yeah,
it was
brass.
a tiefling that's parents was a demon and a dragonborn? What the hell would come out of that?
Oh my god.
I think it was like said that like tieflings. The reason why if a human gets with a demon and it's a tiefling, or even a human with another tiefling, it usually is going to be the dominant gene is going to be tiefling.
No, I know that. I'm saying, like, if it's a dragonborn with a tiefling or a dragonborn with a demon, and it popped out a tiefling, what would that look like? That'd be like a scary
That's
ass
a good
dragonborn.
question,
But
because
people might just look at it and go, "Oh, that's a normal looking dragonborn. Like he's a dragonborn." But what the fuck?
I mean, the problem is you're not incorrect, because dragonborns do like usually when a male human fucks a female dragon, usually in human form. But I don't know. I mean, maybe he's got that big schlong. I have no idea, man. Maybe Long Dick Johnson. He had a long dick.
I mean,
Mind
I
you,
think
that's
that
in the
they're
past.
actually able to transform between human and dragon. Some of them.
Yeah, no, they
think.
are. They are.
Maybe.
It's like a glamour effect, as they call it. But with it, I don't know, because when a male human fucks a female dragon, it comes out dragonborn. It's always a dragonborn. But if it's a female human fucking a male dragon, it's a sorcerer, and they only have dragon-like traits. So no, they're both dominant genes. I don't know who would win in that sense, because demonic versus draconic. I don't know.
You know a girl's a hoe if a male dragon is fucking her. Like, that's a dick the size of her body.
I love that joke. It's when a bard says, "I want to seduce the dragon." It's all right. Roll 1d12 bludgeoning damage.
For what?
What?
You didn't check to see if it was a male or female.
Yeah, you didn't. Bamboozled. You got bamboozled.
No, the dragon just shows up at your house. See, I came here looking for booty. And you also do just fine.
Oh my god.
See, I like you,
God.
and I want you. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. Choice is yours. Dragon, I didn't know you were a male at first, and I really don't want to. See, I see you choosing the hard way.
Oh
Jesus Christ.
God. No.
Wait a second. If that's the instance, would they do it like an animal, or because some dragons could like use their front arms, would they use them as a fleshlight?
You're just using a cock sleeve. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, I think I'm just going into some Rule 34 shit. And
we
now I have some images in my head, and
Deep into the dragon fucking.
I'm gonna have to go and save some ideas in my notebook later.
That's why I just rather play a Warforged as my D&D character, because you can't fuck the robot.
Not true.
I mean,
Not true.
Hey,
No.
I don't have.
Unfortunately, Harlow, you have that D&D world, right?
Yeah.
Some of my friends were actually using it, and some of them are a bit odd. And one of them made a Warforged to where they could actually eat and shit, and they described it to me like this. They said their asshole could actually feel stuff, and that their boyfriend, which was like and it made no sense. This campaign was completely just destroyed, and they actually stopped it. But apparently had an 8-foot tall hung elf boyfriend, and I'm like, that's not. Elf can't be 8 foot tall. That's not true.
That's not quite right.
No.
And he goes, "What? Do you not like it?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Why?" And I said, "Because it doesn't make any sense. Warforged are metal, wood, and magic. How the heck do you have a fleshlight for an asshole?" That's literally what he told me.
Why does a robot need to eat and shit?
They don't is the problem.
I've loaded up Left 4 Dead, and that will be playing now.
All right, cool. Left 4 Dead's good. I like it.
What's Left 4 Dead 2?
For me, good. For me, with my Warforged, he can't eat. He just doesn't need to, so he has no reason to. All right, but no, with my different. Where his name is Jack. He's a lumberjack. This was a joke me and my D&D made up, and then it became a real barbarian character who does literally shit and all for roleplay aspect, because my rolls are absolute hot garbage. But once the moment we hit combat, I'm usually rolling everything above a 10. And with my +5 like strength, with my quick hammer, with a +1, as well as my rage that gives me +2, I usually can hit everything.
Okay. I have to give a shout out to some of my guys. I'm not going to say their names.
Damn it.
But this was by far the funniest kill in any D&D session I have either been a part of or DM. So the group that they're going around and like, okay, we're going to hop from town to town and we're going to see if we can't fight some beings and get some money. So this town said, okay, well, there's this big creature that comes at night and steals some people, steals our horses, our cattle, and sheep, and even some dogs and cats. And
the fight words.
Yeah, they're like, it leaves destruction in its wake, and we never know where it goes because it happens at night. It uses the cover of darkness. So they went around and investigated, and one of them found a tree line that was busted. So they're going, okay, we're going to head in there. So they start traveling in a couple of miles, and it's getting really dark out. Then, as they're walking, they're following these big footprints in the ground, so they know it's a giant of some sort. As they're going, they feel the ground shaking. Something's coming their way, but it's coming the way that they came from. So they all stop, and they're getting ready. And the thing's outside of where their light actually is, so no one can see it. And the creature was saying, "Get out of my way." And one of the guys, he just walks up and he goes, "Fuck no." And he's like, "You what?" kind of thing.
You what, mate?
He's like, "I ain't stepping out of the way." So guess what the giant did?
What's that?
He walked over, grabbed him, put him under his arm, and walked off back to his cave. After knocking the rest of the party down because he didn't want to deal with them. He gets back to his cave, and it's like the whole freaking scene from Odysseus in the Odyssey, where it's like the whole giant rolls the stone in front of the door. So he gets put into this little wooden cage, and the monster just starts eating the animals that it brought with him, which involved a goat, a cow, and also a dog. it eats it, tells him he's going to be eaten in the morning, and then he goes to sleep. One of the party members, the rest of them, the drow that I played doesn't care. He's like, if he dies, he dies. We don't need to worry about it because it's our lives that are on the line. It doesn't matter. One of the party members, one of the players, wasn't going to take that, and he said, you know what, I'm going to go find him. So he follows where that thing went and crawls through a small crevice between the rock. Finds him, and they're trying to be sneaky, and they trying to dig him out, and it's pitch black in there. So as they're on their way out, he accidentally kicks a skull across the floor and woke up the giant. And what he noticed was that he heard shuffling of straw, so like, wait a second, there's straw over there. They lit up a torch and threw it across the room, started burning it, and then they just went to town on him. And this giant was actually, they found out to be a massive troll.
Oh.
So what happened is that,
weapon, I reckon
yeah,
you'll need 'em.
he fist slammed one of the guys who was the fighter, who was the one that said "fuck you,"
I'm here.
and he picked up his body and started to eat him, like full body, try to swallow his body whole.
Zombies are real.
As he's doing this, my friend, he says, I want to shoot him in the eye. And I said, well, since you're going for a specific spot, roll with disadvantage. He rolled a nat 20 on the first one, and then he rolled a 19 on the second. I went, okay, so you hit him in the eye. As soon as he hit him in the eye, I rolled a constitution check for the troll, and he rolled a nat
Hey,
1.
reload.
So he started choking on the dude's body. So he's sitting there choking, and each turn, he rolls, he's like, I wanted to hit him in the other eye. So he rolls with disadvantage on that one, still hit him in the eye. The troll starts choking even more, and I said, okay, if this thing is choking for like 30 seconds, there's no air for 30 seconds, he's going to be knocked out. He failed every single turn.
Oh my lord.
And the troll fell unconscious. My buddy goes over, grabs his friend's legs that are sticking out of his mouth, pulls his body out, and then he stabs the troll through the head with his sword, killing it. And I'm going, you have got to be kidding me.
That is
There
is legit.
I rolled like 6 rounds in a row of constant failures. The success for it was just a 14, and it failed each one.
That's
And they were level 2s.
Reload.
And
Oh my
trolls.
lord.
Actually, no, they weren't even level 2s yet. They were level 1s.
Throw in a
Oh
pipe
my
bomb.
god, that is
They killed a fucking troll, which I think is actually like a challenge rating of 3, by choking it to death using a guy's unconscious body. The best part is he was rolling his death saving throws, and his first roll, he rolled a nat 20, so he was completely stable.
Oh my
So he's
lord.
stable as this thing's choking on his body.
That is some crazy.
That was the funniest, because we're sitting here going, you have got to be kidding me. How is this possible? How is this possible?
D&D.
Reloading.
It's D&D, and one of my friends, he kept on saying things, I've heard it before, but it's true. He says, heart of the dice, man. Heart of the dice.
Yes.
It's
That
what
reminds
the dice
me-
gods wanted.
I'm not sure I don't think I told the story about what happened last D&D
Hey, I'm
session.
reloading.
Or the one before then, is so my party and me, we found this door. My DM's a very, oh my god, if he listens to this, fan-fucking-tastic dude. He deals with my shit. We joke, we meme, we have fun, and then we play. I'm not that best role player. I know I'm not. I
I'm a
try.
reload.
But man, shout out to him. He is badass. But I digress. So we're playing, and we find a door that we have to open, and it can only stay open for 30 seconds. Like, you know, we found an immovable rod.
Reloading.
One of the dumbest fucking items is you just press the button, you set it somewhere, press the button, walk away. Nobody can move it. It's impossible to move. Nothing can move it. And you have to press the button again to move it. I digress. We go over and we see there's like one of our guys sees a long hand come over and grab a sleeping bag, because the sleeping bag we threw out there for a trap. Tore apart the sleeping bag, but this giant fucking like gangly arm comes over, grabs it, and he pulls it back. And we start hearing like, you know, something like slapping, like it's hitting the walls or something. And so my barbarian, 7 intelligence, mind you, comes up and says, "Alright, if you're a friendly monster, we don't want to get any tussles. You think you could slap twice if you're friendly?" And just continuously starts slapping. So we're like, oh, god damn it. We go in there, and it's like, I think 20-foot, like, tall, or like 10 foot, like 15 foot tall, like gangly man, just with 40-foot reach with his arms. I think like DM said, this guy was massive, but he was just lanky. And so the first thing he does, because it's a dungeon, we have our torch out, he comes over straight up to us, takes our torch, that's back to beating against the fucking wall, like a fucking monkey. And we're like, no, you can't be taking that. I walk up, and since I'm the barbarian, big tank, I do big damage when I'm angry. I go up to him, alright, let's do this. He needs to grab me and then just yeet me. I don't know what to do when the barbarian, which is the warforged, gets yeeted. What are you supposed to do in this situation?
I guess you die.
No, I'm raging, I'm fine. He threw me as a fighter. Our fighter was a change me, just sitting there like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And Jack is yeeted at her.
Hello.
I get back up. Hello, I hear an echo.
Hello.
Hi. I walk up.
I can tell y'all something right now that I absolutely
But continue the story. I proceed. This is where it gets interesting. Is I go up again to fight it, and our paladin, a recently added character, comes up to help us. He picks up both of us and proceeds to think, "What should I do with them?" He yeets the paladin at our fighter again, and then proceeds to walk away with me. I'm like, wait, no, I don't want to. You joined into us having fun, talking about D&D stories. But then Gangly Man got beaten by the. Yes. Poor Gangly Man got beaten by a boss right afterwards, and I was really sad he lost Gangly Man. He was going to be Jack's new best friend. He picked me up and was going to take me away. Go ahead.
I'm in a recently new campaign, and we got our own little ship that we took from some pirates, and our poor captain last session, we sailed into our first storm, and when we started rolling to not lose our balance, he was sailing. One other person was above deck. They tied some rope to the mast and then to our captain, and fucking immediately rolls a 1, gets thrown off the ship, and our barbarian has to pull the rope and pull him back onto the deck.
I got a question.
What?
Do you think you might be able to, sorry it's off topic, random and all that shit, but I really would like to learn how to play D&D.
That's not off topic, this is still the topic.
Yeah, that's still the topic.
Yeah, no, this is still the topic.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We can get to that in a minute.
Did you say you play D&D as well?
Say again?
Do you play D&D as well?
I was telling the story about my barbarian!
Okay, well, I'm playing Left 4 Dead 2. I know Razor plays D&D. I'll have to bring you two into a world with Cody, and we'll have to show around.
Yeah, we can do that later.
I don't know if I can. I'm not the best player. I just know I play barbarian. I walk up, I smack things, it died, it good.
Right. I play monk. I kick things. Yeah.
I feel that though.
I tried to play a cleric once, but then no. Cody, you got a lot
I'm
of.
probably not gonna stay in the podcast for too long for this round. So.
Okay, no. So you mentioned a pirate ship, and
issues.
Okay,
Cody.
so
hold on real quick. Are you still playing Uno in VR chat?
Yes, I am.
Well, listen. If you don't need to join, if you're doing something else.
Well, I just wanted to pop on and say hi, so.
You started a fucking game of Uno, you know how long that shit takes?
I know it does.
Okay, give everybody +4. Fuck them.
okay, so anyways, who mentioned a pirate ship?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, about that. So a couple of sessions ago, you guys know how dinosaurs are in D&D, right?
Yeah.
Well, as my party is they're traveling around by ship, there starts to be a storm. You know how it goes. And in the middle of the storm, something hits the side of the ship. Also, who has some massive feedback on their mic right now?
That'd be Cody.
Cody. Playing Delta.
Oh, I see. So, what happens is that as they feel the hit on the side of the boat, and they're just like, "Oh, that's nothing." And I went, "Oh, that's the worst thing you could say." And they get hit a couple more times. So the party actually goes up on top deck, and I'm sitting here going, "That is the worst thing you could have done." Because as they're on top deck, this creature hits the side of their boat and knocks over half of the party into the water. And I'm talking like raging storm kind of thing.
Right.
Now, what happened was that one of the team members actually grabbed the rope, tied it to the mast, and threw it in the water. One person was able to grab a hold of the rope. And as they're going, everyone else decided to grab onto her. So there's just this ball of like 7 members of the party all being dragged through the water with one girl holding onto it. And they see this giant fin following them, and they're like, wait, what is this thing? And they're like, wait a second, that doesn't look like a shark fin. And it wasn't.
Knock it up.
It turned to the side, and then it popped its head up, and it was a mosasaurus.
Man, we gotta find another way.
If anyone here doesn't know what a mosasaurus is,
no,
it's the giant fish
yeah.
dinosaur from Jurassic Park.
Big boy. Yeah.
So this thing's following them, and they're freaking the hell out. So one of the other members on the boat actually drops down another line for someone else to grab, so then they start to slowly move up. Now, the person who's piloting this is one of the players playing as a satyr, and her character was a dumbass.
Real quickly. Cody said, "No, I will talk to y'all later as soon as I get a place established for myself, because I'm currently up in the air for a lot of things." So.
Okay.
Alright, man. Sure.
Alright, see you, man.
Alrighty. Suited.
I am sorry.
No, that's fine.
Fun.
So, her character, she was steering the ship, but she decided, I want to see what's going on over there. So she stepped away from the steering wheel and looked over the side of the boat. And because they're in the middle of a storm, the boat started going haywire.
Yeah. The best idea.
So most of the party actually was able to climb up back into the boat, except for one character, a centaur.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because she's so freaking heavy and she didn't have enough strength. So she's sitting there trying to pull herself up, nothing's working, and everyone's just sitting there watching. I'm sitting as a DM going like, oh my god, how can you guys be this dumb? Because the ship has cannons on it. And no one thought to shoot at it.
To be fair,
next-
players are very stupid.
I know, but the next thing you know is that the mosasaurus took 2 bites out of her, and that was it. It ate her and swam off. That was the death of one of the characters. And one of the guys actually had a crush on that character. So for the next couple of days, he went into a drunken stupor. And was like mourning her, like, oh no, I wish I told her how I felt. Oh, she's gone, no. But that's not the end.
Y'all are reminding me why I played D&D.
See, a couple days later, there was an island that was being bombarded by pirates. And one of the guys had the bright idea, hey, they're not shooting at us, but why don't I shoot our cannons at that ship? So they got the ship's attention, and then that ship started shooting at them. And I was rolling to see where exactly on the ship those cannonballs hit when they did. And I rolled the bottom deck at the very front, which is where they had all of their explosives stored. And I went, okay, how bad is this explosion? So I rolled to see how big the explosion was. Medium size, so not too bad. I said it's taken out that front end of the deck and the deck above it. What's the deck above it? Cruise quarters. Who lives in that stuff? The one who's mourning the girl who died a few days prior.
Oh my god, no.
And I rolled to see how much freaking damage he took. He had like maybe 18 health in total normally, and I rolled like 38 damage.
Oh, he's dead. No, he's
just
confirmed
fucking
dead.
dead.
Let's just say they found his body parts along the beach.
Jesus
Lord.
fucking Christ.
That
They're just
reminds
walking
me of
along the
something,
beach and they just see a foot sticking out.
that reminds me of something really funny that happened. So another character I was playing was, her name is Amelia Darkraven, a fucking light cleric. Let me tell you how fucking disgusting light clerics are. Because at like level 4, I had Fireball. Nothing else. One of the worst spells that have like ruined parties and shit. And so we were on the ship, and we're trying to sail to, I believe my my DM calls, like, I'm not gonna say its name because like I don't want somebody else to fucking nick that from him. He put a lot of effort into this. We're trying to get to the city of Cogs, as it's called. So we get there, but beforehand we got attacked by an enemy ship. We had no idea who they were, and through the process, they started to board. Now, I was able to heal, I think, a few people and save them. And then I think what happened was we had basically gunned down one of their wizard, and wizard then survives because I think he got healed by their cleric. Proceeds to rush over to the other boat, and just part of me just kind of stood there. I was like, this could be my first full-on damage spell this game. Fuck this ship. I don't like this ship anymore. And I fucking cast Fireball and blew that shit apart. Blew it to fuck apart.
I came
wizard
back
I
and just hear, fuck this ship.
Yeah, no. I was playing as a light cleric, and I proceeded to make my first damage spell a Fireball at level, because I'm on level 4, and level 4 light clerics get Fireball. I think it was level 4 or level 5, and just on cast. So I proceeded to say, fuck that ship, and I blew that shit up.
Amazing.
Fucking clerics are bad. Fucking play clerics unless you want to break the fucking game.
Maybe it's just you who's a bad person.
I mean, you're not incorrect.
In my campaign, our captain is the unluckiest bastard. He keeps rolling ones. Like I said, he got thrown off the ship because he rolled a 1. Our DM described him when he rolled a 1 again, that same storm. You just eat shit into the steering wheel and take damage. But also, we're basically in a ship the size of a sloop, maybe a little bigger. So it's really fucking small. We saw 5 really big ships bombarding an island, and we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna not steer into that because those are pirate ships. He rolled a 1 and then steered right into them, and we had to.
Oh, you gotta be joking.
One of our barbarian ran over and just grabbed the wheel and ripped it from him and just turned the other way.
I am the captain now.
Oh, here's a good one.
No.
So I remember when you said that the one guy got blown up, right, for like 30-something damage. You said 36 damage, Delta?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, we had a guy do that in my party, technically. We're fighting this boss. This guy's a hulking, massive dude in full plate armor. And this guy is our quote-unquote liaison. And he's like, I really don't want to play this character anymore. And so he takes what are called 2 siege arrows. Have you heard of those before?
I think I might have, but I haven't looked into it.
Siege arrows are meant to destroy the walls of massive castles.
Oh no!
And so we were wailing on the boss. We're like, okay, we got this. And he proceeds to do this. He's like, okay, I want to take out my 2 siege arrows. And my DM's like, okay, what are you gonna do? And he's like, I'm going to charge the boss. And we're like, excuse me? And he proceeds to charge the boss and go full kamikaze and blow himself up against the boss. Now, mind you, the boss succeeds his rolls and takes a good amount of damage, but isn't, like, I think, fully killed. And then our poor fucking player lost his arm and was blown to bits. But,
oh my gosh.
No, he was dead. And then I basically just said, nah, fuck you. And so, remember that, like, that ship we were part of and the crew I somewhat saved?
Mm-hmm.
The captain gave me around, I think it was 300, like a pouch full of 300 diamonds.
Okay.
What can a cleric do with those?
I don't know.
Resurrect the dead.
I do want to make a statement though. There's been one player of mine that through everything has literally been the most entertaining person I've actually ever had the privilege of actually playing with.
Oh,
and dude, legit, they were at they were invited to a massive party, and this character was a thief.
Oh no!
And this party was people who were wealthy. Let me tell you this: everyone was drunk. She said, "I want to roll to see if I can't steal stuff." I said, "Okay, go ahead and roll." Nat 20.
She sold out more
shit.
than that bitch is
Do
fucking
you
fat.
know how much? Do you know how much money she made?
How much?
She made 45,000 platinum
Fucking hell! That's not okay! That's
Because
not
of-
okay!
because of how much she was able to steal, because of how big the party was, how drunk everyone was, how good she rolled, and it went ham. At
Dude,
one point it's bad, but she's had like really, really freaking good luck. That's funny, but she's also had bad. There is one thing, I don't know if it's implemented in other people's stuff, but in mine it is. If you have a party member who's near an enemy or else an enemy is holding on to them and you roll to hit the enemy but miss, there's a chance that you can hit your buddy. So, this is what one of my friends did. This girl got picked up by a harpy and was being pulled away into the sky. She's like 20 feet above the ground. And then my friend goes, I want to throw my hand axe at it. Missed. And I said, roll to see if you hit your friend. She rolled a nat 20. So
Oh my Lord.
this girl got hit with a hatchet
Up that escalator.
with a nat 20 from her friend, and then she goes, I'm gonna throw another one. She goes, the fuck you will, don't throw another one. She goes, I'm sorry, I have to. So she did. She missed the harpy again. And we were sitting there praying, going, please, Lord, don't let this girl get hit. And she missed her friend. We're going, thank God. So then she goes, okay, I'm gonna throw it with another hand axe. We went, you have 3?
Oh my god. You have 3?
And she goes, yes.
None.
And then she threw it, actually hit the harpy, and it dropped her friend, who's now 60 feet in the air.
Oh my Lord.
She then fell 60 feet. She only took half damage, though, because they were in a camp, so she actually hit a tent, so it took half of her damage, which was good. But she's sitting there, like, with 5 health left, chewing this girl out, and she goes, okay, I'm gonna listen, but I need to go find my hand axes again. And the girl pulled the hand axe out of her and said, here's one.
Yeah.
She was not happy.
I was gonna say on the continuation of what happened. Basically, revives the motherfucker, and he looks at me. I'm like, "Hey, congratulations, you're alive again. Fuck you."
Okay, wait, you were saying?
I was gonna say, have you ever had a player so spiteful they were gonna try to frame an NPC for war crimes?
No.
So
No,
in
I've
the
had a
game with
person
the
so
same
spiteful that they
people as the
accused me of
campaign
trying
I'm
to get
in
them
now.
killed.
In the game, same
Are you
game,
DM? Of course.
different campaign, same people in the game I'm in now. We were in a really shitty city, and the blacksmiths weren't allowed to sell weapons. They could only sell like I don't know, like small shit. And so our player, our Warforged, got so angry at the blacksmith because he kept offering stuff like brooms. He was an idiot, the blacksmith. It was like a dwarf too, called Dwarf. Yeah, he got so angry that he proceeded to. Well, for one, he threw meat on top of his blacksmithing place. And then later, we were going to stage a revolution, and they all came up with a plan. We came up with a plan to kidnap the blacksmith, stage a revolution, dress our dwarf like the blacksmith, so that if we commit any war crimes along the way, we can blame him instead.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my god.
Fucking
That's
genius.
that's fucked up.
We
Okay.
eventually we didn't finish the campaign.
I'm just upset that I actually never thought of this.
War crimes are just bloopers. As
Yo,
they
man,
say.
if you got some stuff that you can give me for ideas, why don't you just send that over at the Cost of Chaos?
Delta, I got an idea for you. Ever heard
What?
of the alchemy jug?
No. Oh.
Oh my god, the alchemy jug is such.
But
a
have you ever heard of the player-made spell called Egg?
What egg?
Let's do a quick funny thing real quick, and I said, sure, what do you want? He says, it involves a player-made spell called Egg. Essentially, anytime that you hold onto an egg and say egg, you can roll like a D100, and based on where it lands, something random happens. So it can multiply eggs, it can cook an egg, or something like that. I'm not fully certain, but it was like it could make a giant egg, or else the egg can hatch and release babies. It was just random stuff. But the thing is that we actually had eggs, and he had it in his hand. And as he was explaining it to the other players, he said egg like 5 times. And I said, you have to roll 5 times because he was a sorcerer, but he was a wild sorcerer, so he could just be standing there and something random would happen that was bad. So since he was sitting there, I said, dude, roll 5 of those. It multiplied certain eggs, it made some bigger, it hatched freaking full-grown chickens out of some, just running everywhere, and we're sitting there going, oh my god. Do you know what he did? Afterwards, he took all of the chickens, killed them, and actually cooked them and ate them because he was a dragonborn. I want to use that spell later on, but it caused so much panic. I said, you are not using that spell anymore in my campaign. But at random times, he would just ask me, he's like, hey man, can I use that spell? I said, no.
Hey man, what about egg?
All right, so here,
What,
I got
you
this.
egg?
Now, here, look at this picture. This is the item that we found. I literally just took away from our fighter because I am the dad of the group.
Oh no, what is that?
It's the alchemy jug. One of the silliest items, but one of the most useful.
Wait. Max amount, 2 gallons of mayonnaise?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Wait, 2 gallons of mayonnaise, 1 gallon of honey, 4 gallons of beer, that makes sense. Half an ounce of poison, 8 ounces of acid, 1 quart of oil, 2 gallons of vinegar, fresh water is 8 gallons, salt water's... Why is salt water 12 gallons and fresh water 8?
I'm no nurse.
More plentiful, I suppose,
is this an actual thing or is this a fan made?
It's an actual thing. That's an actual thing.
Oh no, I have to put this in my campaign now.
Let me explain. If the character doesn't know what its properties are, they have to roll, I believe it's a D12 or D8 to see what they land on and what they'll pour out. So I proceeded to do so. I was like, I took this for our fighter.
Oh, you mean like it's a randomly spawning... Like it randomly spawns this?
If somebody can identify it, and they know, like after that, they know immediately which cork gives you what. But if you don't know, you have to roll like I think it's a D8, and whatever number it lands on is the number of what was there in its list. So if I tell you what I rolled, you'll think it's hilarious. So I was to my DM because I didn't know our bard did. I was like, so, can I roll this real quick? And he's like, sure, go right ahead. I want to see what happens. So I'm like, all right, so Jack, my big old barbarian, walks outside, goes to the side of the tavern, pulls out a bucket, sets it down, and the most awkward position you can imagine, I roll, I get a 4, and my DM just sat there, and he was giggling and laughing for solid, like, 3 minutes before he says, you uncork it and you pour out 2 gallons of raw mayonnaise. I gotta heal. And he had it in a position where he's pouring like from his crotch region. And our other players are like, alright, so we come in and they see Jack just pouring it and they're like, Jack, what the fuck? And I'm like, look at them. And I just look back at the mayonnaise pouring out. I'm like, huh, okay. And I put it back in my boat. I just walk away. Everyone was laughing for a solid 10 fucking minutes.
Oh no.
It was so fucking fantastic. He's like, it permeates the air, and it just smells horrid. So one of the coolest things about it is unless somebody drinks or like uses whatever the stuff is in there, it'll disappear by next dawn. Whatever you like, because once you uncork it, you can't use anything else. And it has to be what you uncork. So if I hadn't poured out all that 2 gallons of mayonnaise, there would have been mayonnaise sloshing in there. So until the next time it's fully charged and ready to go, it will be full of mayonnaise.
This is awful.
That's how great that shit is.
Oh my gosh.
It is an item to reckon with because it's so stupid. It's very useful, but we barely got any use out of it other than putting some acid on some trolls and just dumping it. As well as I finding out that Warforges have resistance against poison, but aren't immune to poison. And beer is considered a poison. So let me tell you.
That don't make a lot of
Let me
sense.
tell you. Fucking, what was it? Yeah, 4 gallons of beer? Yeah, it's not Warforged. Nor was it good for a bard or a fighter. I punched her in the face. I landed on the bard.
Huh.
It's a cool item. My DM's a really like high end player. I barely know shit compared to him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, guys, I'm going to end this right here.
Really?
Alright.
How long have we been going?
An hour.
Yeah.
Since we
Oh,
started late,
come on.
Since we started late, I'm gonna end it a little early.
That'll make sense.
That doesn't make any
I
sense
just
at
don't
all.
know. I just don't know why we have to end it. We can keep going.
We were on a roll.
I think it's
This
because
is
Carlos
the
want to
D&D
have the
episode.
time where it has to,
The D&D
you know, he has to
episode.
like render it all.
This
Yeah.
this episode's gonna be called Dicks and Dumbasses.
Dare you?
No.
And
it's not
you
gonna
should
be
say that about Delta. Delta's not a dick.
He
Aww.
loves sucking it though.
Fuck.
Yeah, Retro is playing like Minecraft.
You know when
and-
Apex has so bad of a third-party problem that they literally added voice clips for this scenario where you have a fucking third party?
Whoa. Oh, you know what's something that I always wanted to do that I might do with the big Mando group or any other group I join? It's if I go onto Warhammer Vermintide 2, it has a Twitch option. So if I set up into Twitch, other people who are viewing it can vote to what happens to me, in a sense. Like, you can make it to where you give me a cool item that helps me through. Or you could literally just spawn a boss out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard about that.
I really want to fucking do it. I just haven't found a good group to do it with, and, like, nobody else plays Vermintide, so I'm big sad.
Mm-hmm.
On PS4, no less. I really want to do it.
Alright, well,
The reward is...
Delta, do you have a question for us?
Let's see. Question of the day. If you were in D&D, what creature would you go out and have screw your tight little bussy?
None, no thank you.
Honestly, I'd go
That's
for a
a-
red dragon. Male, ancient.
Oh.
What about you guys?
Pass.
So you're telling me a creature that has to fuck me, or I fuck it, is the question.
Nope. It's taking full dommy mommy over you. Or daddy.
Jesus Christ.
I can't fucking think of anything. There's a lot of fucking creatures in D&D. Well, that's,
Okay,
like,
which
could
one
it
do
be
you want
male or
for
female?
beholder? You know, honestly, I think I'd go for an ill. I mean, just
Actually,
imagine what
like,
the beacon
alright,
tentacles can do to you.
The
Like, that's a legitimate
of the
question. I'm
day
curious
has
now. I'm
been
trying to
said
think.
by Delta. Now,
Huh?
this is the end of this episode of INF. Would everyone like to say goodbye?
See, I was here
Fuck,
for 5
joke's on you, I'm a fucking human.
Bye.
Aw.
Retro, oh yeah, Retro joined
That's no
really
fun.
fucking late.
My bad.
Retro, you fuck! I'm
We
kidding.
still haven't had Dakota in any fucking episodes. Besides,
I mean,
one,
we could probably...
but it wasn't.
Bro.
Well, it was only there for like 15 minutes.
Bruh, don't imagine we get Goblin to do this.
No.
I don't think he would go for it.
Goblin Slayer
I
moment.
Oh.
That's a
think
Goblin
it's
Slayer
so
moment right
funny.
I'm just gonna say
Don't
this.
that.
I'm just gonna say this. If I was ever to actually convince him to join this thing, do you realize how many times he would tell me to shut the fuck up?
He'd probably tell it to all of us, like, especially me. I mean, you've heard how I talk.
Dude, no. Because for the last 8 months, I have worked with him. And for about 7 of those months, I've actually been the Death Trooper commander. And then for about 6 of those months, I've been nothing. I've helped a lot, but I've pretty much been nothing but a pain in his ass. Because you actually
well,
asked
now
me.
I just want him in
No. You asked me. You said, "How does he deal with you?" That's the thing. He can't really. Like, he doesn't. He just ignores it. But there's many times, and he's been honest about it. He'll look at me. He'll look at any avatar I'm in and just imagine his fist going through the face, or else putting a bullet
Hold on.
in my head.
Hold on. Various.
Wow.
Various.
What's up?
I can mention one word and I can get you to say, "Oh no, don't." Do you know,
What's
know
that?
what that word is? Ultra.
What's up? Fuck no.
Wait.
That
What's the
goddamn
importance
rumor
of
can
that?
say the fuck out of this goddamn shit. He's a bitch.
Wait. What's the importance of that word?
It's tied to someone's name in VR chat that was that.
It's a
Boulder
groomer.
didn't know. Yeah, well, he's a little pedophile.
Oh.
Ultra Nerd 39, I think that was his name. We put
Okay.
Valve
Yeah,
into
call him
the
out. Everybody go
comment
witch
forum.
hunt that bitch.
Witch hunt anyone called Shirozaki too, if you mean. Fuck that guy too.
Alright,
Well, you
I mean,
know
if you make a
what,
list
do
of people
fucking
to
no
fuck, I
fucking
could probably get it down to it.
alright, well,
I
listen.
got it down to a science.
This is it. We like fucking said goodbye like 5 minutes ago. This shit's ending.
No.
Okay, bye.
Yes, and
Up to you
everybody,
next time.
goodbye. Fuck.